Reality shows mostly reiterate popular perceptions. Very rarely they challenge our beliefs. Say, you put together 4 cisgender and 2 transgender persons in a remote bungalow and observe, mentor and manipulate them. You will of course produce a TV serial which will have your audience glued to their sets. Beyond that, you may also end up realizing how relationships evolve in unexpected ways. An entry video about oneself, a Zoom meeting with talent search guys, an audition with a camera crew and a personal interview with the top brass of the production house. That was the process the 6 of us went through to be selected for the show. Truly each one of us was one in a million. We were to be mentored by a very senior female singer. She was waiting in the bungalow to welcome us. We were to spend the next 4 weeks here. The show was called Mating Rights and the production house was really TEE. As we entered the large hall just beyond the 10-foot-high main door, we noticed 6 chairs arranged in a semicircle. Each chair had a small folding table attached to it. On each table was an iPad with our names on it. In the front of the semicircle stood our mentor with her 2 young male assistants. Welcome boys and girls. I can call you that as I am at least 20 years elder to each of you. You can call me Dee or Akka most of the time. All of you have an iPad now which has preset special email and chat facility. Your contact list is only 10 people whose details you have already provided. If you need to contact anyone outside this list, you should come to me, and I will arrange the call for you. Let me start saying a few things about myself. I originally became popular by cutting my versions of popular songs. From there on, I went on to sing in many Indian languages both in films and stage shows. Now I am a judge in many TV shows. Now I want you to form 3 pairs. 1 and 5, 2 and 4 and 3 and 6. Each pair should go to different corners of this hall and hold a conversation with each other and come back here and introduce your partner to us. Some 10 minutes later, Bala started. My partner Satya is a stage actor. His parents in the village think he is working at an IT job. He regularly sends money home, so all is good. He hopes to break into TV or films and hopes this show will help him. Dee responded to this. It is possible that Satya's family will see our show. Since it is up to Satya when he reveals the truth about his job to his family, we will continue to pretend that he is working in IT. Satya said, Bala here has 1 younger brother. He is very fond of his parents and his brother. They own a well-known restaurant, and Bala hopes to expand the business in the years to come. It was my turn. My partner Reena is an English teacher at a school. She hopes to become a principal one day. Reena introduced me. Harsha's parents are doctors who live in Europe. She is studying medicine in India and hopes to become a surgeon. It was Lakshmi's turn. Yoga loves to cook. His parents are builders whose speciality is building huge office complexes. Yoga said in response, Lakshmi likes to be called Lax. She is a Bharatanatyam dancer and hopes to make it big in films. Her parents are gazetted officers who are very busy. We clapped our hands to acknowledge the well-done introductions. Now Dee led us to the right side of the bungalow through a door. This side of the bungalow, as you can see, has a large living area and kitchen. This area connects to 6 bath-attached rooms. There are no cameras in the rooms. Cameras are there only in the reception hall and this area and the kitchen. On the left side of this bungalow the production team is housed. They are not allowed to come into your area, and you are not allowed to go into their area. My 2 assistants will take turns to remain in the hall. This tall lean one is called Love and the short chubby one is called Kush. I will divide my time between you and production guys. Love or Kush will call me if I am needed here. You may now go to your rooms. In the common area, the boys noticed a basket fixed on a wall. They located the ball and started throwing it into the basket, taking turns. Lax, Reena, and I went into our rooms, having decided to change into comfortable clothes and freshen up our makeup. Once back, we plonked on the sofa in front of the TV. The guys continued to make a racket as they played. I turned on the TV and shouted out to the boys, "Women's match is on. Would you guys watch with us?" The lure of short tennis skirts was too much, and the boys joined us one by one. Soon there was a long rally. We girls loved the back and forth and kept saying wow. Satya looked unimpressed. Reena tried to provoke him. What is your problem, Satya? Don't you like rallies? The way I see it, most women players do not have the physical stamina to smash the ball and score the point. Therefore, you end up having long boring rallies. Immediately a fierce argument broke out on the differences in tennis played by men and women. After about 15 minutes Didi appeared on the scene. Okay. You can stop this discussion immediately. I have statistics here which shows there is not much difference in the average time of the rallies in men and women. In modern competitive tennis, women are as good as men in smashing the ball. We had entered the bungalow on a Sunday. Didi told us that all Sunday meals will be provided from outside. On the other 6 days we were to form 3 pairs and each pair will cook for 2 days a week. The kitchen was well stocked and we could ask for additional items and it will be provided within an hour. As soon as Didi announced this I said quickly, Didi, can I pair up with Yoga as I do not know much cooking? Of course, Harsha, if Yoga agrees as well. Yoga smiled at me and said, sure Harsha, just do what I tell you to do. Okay. Since you are planning to be a surgeon, you can practice on vegetables. I picked up the remote and threw it at him. He caught it deftly. That settled, Bala asked Reena to pair up with him. That left Satya and Lax to pair up. Everyone appeared to be okay with the arrangement. Yoga and I were in charge of cooking on Mondays and Thursdays. Yoga was very patient with me, and I became increasingly confident of my skills in cooking. When we were not eating or sleeping, we continued to laugh, chat, and argue with each other. Satya and Lax turned out to be good entertainers. Every day they would put together a short post-dinner skit for our entertainment. Except during skits, they did not get along too well. Bala and Reena often tried to be the adults in the room whenever arguments flared. On the first day we were divided as boys and girls. But as days went by, we often divided in diffused ways. By then we had also become friends and managed to end all discussions on a friendly note. Every evening Didi met each one of us for a few minutes. She asked us about our impressions of the day, gave us suggestions on how to deal with others or what points we could have made during the discussions. Clearly, she was receiving instructions from the producers to move our interactions in certain directions. We did follow a few of her ideas but often freelanced. She was a great help when our differences were making things bitter for some of us. With a combination of wise remarks and good humor she managed to lessen the heat. Every morning, post-breakfast, we were provided a recording of what was going out to the public by that evening. We had to watch it privately on a small TV in our rooms. That viewing helped us maintain some continuity in the proceedings of the day. Fortunately, there were no public ratings for our participation. That could have created jealousies. Instead, being 3 guys and 3 girls living together, we started functioning as 3 pairs. Yoga and I were becoming closer, as were Bala and Reena. Lax and Satya were sometimes friendly and sometimes not. The fact that they were looking upon this show to advance their careers affected their behavior somewhat. The show progressed well. We could see that in TRP ratings and ad volumes. The participants, the mentor with her assistants and the production team functioned as a well-oiled machinery. It was not that all 6 of us were together all the time. We also spent time on video calls with our workplaces. We were also allowed to be in our rooms by ourselves for a nap or screen time. All of us had our me-time at the same time. Now Yoga was flirting with me openly. I was also returning the favor with my coy expressions. Everyone including our audience considered us an item. We were on camera in the common area, so we had to satisfy ourselves by running after each other or hitting the other in mock anger. All of this was filled with sexual energy which did not go unnoticed. The audience starting writing in to ask if Yoga had proposed to me. There were similar speculations about Bala and Reena, though they confined themselves mostly to exchanging loving glances when in the open area. The audience had also decided that Lax and Satya were incompatible. It happened during the last week of our sojourn. I was trying my hand at vegetable carving. Yoga came in and made a wisecrack. Wow, you are really carving out these veggies. I hope you have first given them anesthesia. Saying so he started running to his room. I chased him and entered his room a few seconds after him. I was stunned to see Yoga kneeling on the floor with a ring in his palm. I love you, Harsha. Will you marry me? Oh Yoga, if I ever marry, it will be only you. But you don't know about me. He got up, came near me, put his other palm against my mouth and said, yes, I know all about you. I told Didi about wanting to propose to you. She told me that you are a trans girl who has undergone all the gender affirmation surgeries. Regardless of your past, Harsha, I only see a beautiful girl in front of me and want to spend my life with you. Do you realize that I cannot make you a father? There are other ways, Harsha. It is no different to being an infertile cis girl, so just chill. We will figure it out. Yes Yoga, I will marry you. I looked into his eyes as I said it. He smiled happily and leaned forward to kiss me. Then he slipped the ring on my finger. The shining stone on my finger was immediately noticed by the others. We girls went on to a group hug and were soon laughing and jumping up and down. The boys were doing hi-fi with Yoga. Didi's assistants ordered a cake. Didi joined us and asked us, anyone else with a ring in the pocket? Promptly Bala pulled out the ring from his pocket and kneeled in front of Reena. Reena turned pink and covered her face with her hands. Anyway, she did whisper I will when Bala popped the question. Once while serving the morning coffee to Bala in his room, I found his medicine pouch lying open on the table. One glance told me that he is a trans man. In fairness, I revealed my trans status to him. We decided not to share it with anyone else. But I was sure he would have revealed his own status to Reena. Lot is said about keeping secrets from loved ones. I believe we should reveal things, if at all, to loved ones only if they can handle it. While my parents were with me all through my gas, we were not sure if Yoga's parents could handle it. So, we decided to keep it from them. Off camera, Yoga and I informed Didi about our intention to marry. She told us that we were part of an experiment being done by the local university. Their hypothesis was that trans persons are better off if they can pass off quietly into society and by choice, reveal their status only to a very few people. They were planning to carry out this experiment on a larger cohort. It was our last night at the bungalow. Yoga and I were in my room. He had finished his bath and left the bathroom steaming for me. I was humming a popular song as I bathed. The fact that Yoga was waiting on the other side of the door was working on me. I finished my bath, wrapped one towel on my wet hair and another around my chest and stepped out. Yoga jumped from the bed, pulled off the towel from my body as his own shorts came off. He hugged me and kissed me as if possessed. I responded with equal frenzy. Soon I was on the bed on my back and Yoga was on top. Despite all my fears, my body responded beautifully and we coupled well. Next day the girls made fun of me as they spotted some minor injuries on my neck. I let them have their fun at my expense. At one point I noticed Reena smiling for no reason at all. I understood that she too had a good time the previous night. Now we started teasing her. Soon attention turned to Lax. I asked her if there was anything between her and Satya. She shrugged and said, only time will tell. Didi hugged each of us before saying her final words. We are getting good feedback from our audience. They are very happy that we have two couples and wishing that the third one forms as well. We had sent Lav and Kush on all kinds of errands. We gave them farewell gifts as a token of our love. With that the program concluded.